Good morning, good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. I'm just trying to adjust my book here to try to avoid that glare. And then I got late. I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. For a very important date. All right, I have a little book and a trivet under there. But I don't know if that's, I think I still need it up just a little bit. I'm not sure what else. How bad is that glare? I'm already drinking my beverage. I feel like a camel. I haven't had a drink in a while. I'm working in a very small space. So I have my camera up a little bit. Maybe I could bring it up a little more. I don't know if that's better. I don't know if that's worse. But I thought if I could... Oh, I keep knocking the mouse. Doesn't make it a whole lot better. Hi, Gail. Hi, Judy. Hello, Vanessa. See, if I put another book there, this is already sliding. Oh, I need to get this stuff out. Well, we'll see how it goes. I forgot about the glare. All right, so I've been thinking about doing collage for a while. I haven't done it in a while. And hey, Barb, good morning. I haven't done it in a while. And I looked through my other abandoned book, and just nothing really hit me. Didn't feel like I could get into the groove. Let's see, that might be better. And so then I got out this one. I haven't done anything in this book at all. So it's a Kieran Connolly. Of course, I learned about these books from Dee Dee Willingham. And this one is Abandoned Civilation. So I started to just look through this, and I saw the one page, and I thought, oh, I can envision bugs crawling around everywhere. So that's what I'm doing today. We'll just see how it goes. So you have to let me know if the glare is really horrible, and I'll try to tilt it up a little more. Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean, sometimes you find your groove and then you get going and get working on stuff. And yeah, right, Judy. Look at all those bricks. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is carry out this coloring off to the side here, which you guys really can't see. Let me move it over. This is the edge. Okay, I got room to move over. Let me move my little mouser. See if I can put him. I need to put my mouse someplace where I'm not going to be knocking him. So if I scoot that over a little bit. And then I was thinking, I think I want the top part in some kind of a brown also, because I want to use my cool new stencil, which I'm hoping I put in my tray with the other things I want to use today. So I'm just going to jump in and get started. I need to pick out some colors that I think I can try to mimic. And then if I fill this with bugs, you know, you're really not going to tell that much, right? So happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. When I pulled out my other Abandoned Places book, I had freezer paper covering the pages behind. And I've got a little bit of a gap here, but I just have to be careful. So once I get my paint down, hopefully I'm not going to squish it into the next pages. So I've got those covered. And this one, like I said, is called Abandoned Civilizations by Kieran Connolly. And the only reason I bought it was to do art in it. I have a couple pages done in my other one. Maybe let me show you what I did in my other one. And that way we can wait for a few more few more folks to come in instead of just jumping right in. And then I discovered I have a second abandoned places, which I forgot I had. Just cleaning up your workspace can really be an eye-opener. Look at the glare on that. I don't have too many done in here either. And I don't think I've really hit my groove or found what my style might be. I have a lot of notes that I've given myself, and I've painted out a lot of things. See, like here I have a note, black out the sky, make a space scene. See this, I colored, not colored, I painted out the side. Okay, this is one that I did. You know, pretty uneventful. I am hesitant to do this kind because you have to connect all these pictures. And of course, Dee Dee is excellent at that. I do have a few done. This one, I tried to do a dripping thing there. It didn't work. Just kind of got all blotchy. And then if it doesn't work and doesn't run, Lori gets frustrated, and then she, you know, I took a brush and dabbed on top of it. That looks kind of, looks a little iffy. And I have a couple of things like taped down or pasted in, but I just haven't gotten back to doing any of this. See, I blacked out a lot of this stuff. Thanks, Gail. So when I was going through this morning, see, look, I put this guy up here, glued him in. Look at this picture. Isn't he cool? Found them in a magazine, so I just threw them in the book. So if you have any of these books or books that you want to do collage in, and you see something you're pulling apart in a magazine, wait a minute, I just want to mark this here. That's where I was. And you like something, just throw it in your book. So then when you're ready, you got stuff in here. See, I like those giraffes. This one I'm not crazy about either. I tried to do, you know, a sky with my fingers. It got a little heavy. I wanted the water to reflect from the sky or whatever. My mother thinks it's cool. And then I got these fish and frogs and stuff down the bottom, but I need to make them look like they're coming out of the water. They're just glued on there. See, I get frustrated, and then I get put off, and I don't go back. And then I forget, you know. My gosh, I got something in my eye. I'm scratching my eye. This one's not too terribly bad. I have one in here that I really like. I think he's more towards the back. But I have so much fodder, if Keisha's listening, fodder in bins. I would have to go through them, you know, to see what might spur an idea. I'm trying to find the one I really like. There's just so many pages in here. So the little girls are the book, in the book. And then I was going to put this sunflower here. No idea what else I might do there. Come on, where are you? Oh, here he is. I really like this one. I got Abe Lincoln down here. And now that I've learned a few more things in art. I think I might come back here and take my Stabilo pencil around some of these images and darken them around them so they kind of pop out. And then I think I'll like it even more. But I thought that one was cool. But see, then I have other images like in the envelopes that I keep in the book. So when I'm ready to go and I feel like it, I've got something to start with. But of course, today I just wasn't feeling anything in this book. So so that's the story with that. Let's see, what's Barbara say? I seem to spend my life frustrate cutting from books and maps. I just need to use, yeah, right, Barbara. That's exactly right. I need to make myself just use it already. Oh my gosh. And Gail says that's part of my problem. I don't have much in the way of magazine photos that are interesting. Or exactly. So it makes it a little tough to get your mojo going. All right, so let me pick out some colors. Welcome to those of you who have just come in. And because I want to make this kind of look a little darker. I want you to be able to see the bugs, but a little bit darker so it almost looks like an underground dirt hole kind of a thing with bugs, crawling around. And part of it is partly because I've gotten my new stamps and my new thinlets or framelets or whatever he calls them to cut out bugs. And then I remembered I had those other bugs that come in pieces. So I pulled out those. I have my Cuttlebug sitting by. So I'm going to cut some stuff. And I brought out my embossing powders and my glazes. I forget how to use the glazes. But I'm hoping to build some different kind of looking bugs that I can put in here. All right. So now I'm going to try to find some kind of tans and browns to kind of carry that. And then I think I'm going to do a darker brown up here. At least that's the plan. And I might use some texture paste. I'm just not sure. So, of course, I've got to spin the Wheel of Fortune over here that's got all my paints in it, which is always a little scary because I'm a snacker. I stack things everywhere. So I have all kinds of stuff stacked in front. Okay, there's a nutmeg. That might be good. I need like a light tan. My husband was doing a project and I showed him my khaki tan color. And I think he brought it back to me. So I'm just rummaging through my paints here, see what the other time, I guess last week when I streamed, I don't know if Kathy Arbor popped in then or if it was before then. Oh, at some time I was whining about, not seeing colors very well when you're trying to do a portrait or, really anything like this. You're trying to see what colors might work. And she said it comes with time, and practicing just like anything else. So here's some dark chocolate. I think I have a mud. Yeah, Mississippi mud. This might be good. And here's a lighter, more golden, a cocoa. So let's see how this goes. So I'm just going to take a little piece of, because again, I didn't get out a palette. So I'm just going to take a little piece of this freezer paper and kind of use this to maybe mix some color. Okay, let's see. Another great idea. It's not cooperating. What do I have? Maybe I can get a little piece of tape. I'm creating a bug's world. And I pulled out some file folders. My sister Nancy had a business for years. You know, you go to your doctor's office, they have your chart. Hey, Shannon, good morning. She supplied doctor's offices and hospitals with those file folders. And of course, like with anything else, sometimes there's rejects, you know. So I was able to score some rejects of file folders. So I'm going to use some of those, hopefully, instead of just paper to stamp and then cut out the bugs. And then, oh gosh, a while back, I saw Tanya McGuire use a die cut with these leaves. They look like, you know, they were bug-eaten leaves. And I forgot I had bought that too. So when I went to pull out my Timmy dies, I realized, oh yeah, I have that. So I pulled that out too, just to see, you know, I might need some filler. I mean, they're a good size, so we'll see how it works. So I'm just using a variety of browns, and I'm going to paint this in. It does look like there's a little bit of pink down here. That one I didn't shake well enough. That's kind of looks a little runny, a little bit runny. Now let's see, I'm going to do this old Poopery Rose. Now I don't really want to make a mess on my bricks here. So I'm hooping. Let's see, I'm going to use a bigger brush. Paper towel is always a good idea. Just going to put down another bit of protection just in case, you know, I knock something. Wetting my brush. Now I want to follow the contour of this line here. Down in here, it's a little pink and brown. So I'm mixing that Mississippi mud. I need a little bit of that yellow. Just kind of, I'm going to put down like a base coat first. And then maybe come back in with a little fan brush and put in some little bits of dirt, like little gaps of dirt. And let's just I'm not left-handed, but it's hard to I'll do that. Now the paper is glossy, so I'm just putting on a light coat here. And I'm going to get my heat gun and dry that so I can get more on there. And of course that dulls it down a little. So I pulled out some matte medium. I've got some, I put some Distress Collage medium. It's not open. I don't even remember buying that. I wonder if that's the, oh, I do remember. This is the Crazing. Yeah, I don't think I want to use that. I'm not sure. But I've got some soft medium gel. just making it flat right now, just kind of trying to blend that into that page. The Mississippi mud really is working pretty well, I think. Then I added that little bit of pink. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, let me see if I can lift this up. The books are so, these books are so, oh geez, there goes mine. Let me see if I can get it where you can see. See, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, Barbara's going to go find her scissors. Hope they're not MIA. So my cousin was here for several days. We had a great visit. And then my daughter was coming with her family on Friday, but they were having car problems, so they canceled for Friday and came yesterday. And my sister Nancy had come on Thursday. And then my sister Jackie had been out of town, so she was back from vacation. So she and her husband came last night as well. So we had a house full, and we're beat. My husband does mostly everything, so he was really beat. And the grandchildren like to do art and crafts. So after we had some time in the pool, we had quite a mess with glue sticks and, hey Angie, good morning. That kind of stuff, but it was a good day. But now we need a day to recover. Well, I need probably more than a day to recover. And my granddaughter is 7, and she thinks she's, 37. She thinks she can find everything. She can do everything. So I made them a couple of zines, and I was explaining to Charlotte about the zine swap that I'm going to be in, and the Mother Goose theme, so she was helping me with ideas for that, so that was kind of fun. This is Santa's flesh. I just want a little bit of a lighter color, I think, to mix in here a little bit. I'll get a little bit of water. What's Angie saying? Uh-oh, Angie's on the warpath. All right, Barbara's got her cussy button going. I mean, her cussy cutting. I'm saying cussy button. I'm going to get myself in trouble with that, Barbara. Ange, in the words of my grandchildren, take a deep breath. Deep breath, my dear. Telling my family how I feel. Not mom or brother, but the rest of them. Yeah, that can be hard. That's a hard thing. I'm just kind of rubbing some of this so I don't hopefully have too much of a line. Now it's got little spots of, let's see if I can find a, I think a fan brush might work, but I've got a huge one here. I know I have a little one. A little tiny one. Wow, this one's not as small as I know. Oh, there it is. I see them. See, the little ones hide behind other things. No, don't use me, Mama. I bought this brush kit just because of this little fan brush. Oh, yeah, that's tough, Ange. You're very conscientious about that stuff. All right, let's see if I can get over here. You probably can't see a whole lot what I'm doing. Let me see if I can move up my son-in-law was out here. He's like, Mom, how do you even see your computer screen? Well, he's a lot taller than me. Not a little taller. He's a lot taller than me. So first of all, I don't sit up as tall. Just kind of using that fan brush to plop some paint down. And a lot of this is going to be covered with bugs, so I don't want to make myself crazy. Crazy. Probably could use a really dark color. And I got me some glare going on too. I think I'm going to use that, maybe that nutmeg to paint out the top. Angie's going to be right back. Well, that's a very good point too, Gail. People do grieve in their own way. That might just do me. That might just do enough there. Now I'm going to flip the book around. Thanks, Shannon. And I'm going to flip it so I can paint out the sky. So that's it's a little brighter. Of course, this is shiny. Now you really got that glare. All right. Gosh, I think I'm going to have to get a refill. I didn't feel that thirsty this morning, but goodness, I feel thirsty now. All right, I'm going to do what I tell you not to do. I'm going to use the cap of my. Oh, maybe I'm going to use the dark brown. Yeah, let me use the dark brown. I just wanted to look like inside a bug hole. Good morning, Kathy. If there is such a thing as a, like in the ground where bugs might, burrow, a bug hole. What? A bug hole. All right. So I'm going to need more than one coat. As you can see. I wonder if I sand this a little bit. That's an idea. Let's see what that does. If I could take a little bit of the shine off. Even if some of this sandy stuff from the paper stays on it, that might be cool too. Give it a little bit of a texture. So we go to get my cousin off. Hubby left for church, and I was getting my cousin off. And he had put her luggage in her car, and all that jazz. She had her keys in her hand, and she had like a Vera Vera Bradley style tote bag. And I know she picked up her keys. And she had knee replacement surgery in May, so she was walking with a cane. So she had her cane, and I'm following her out to help her get in her car and say goodbye. We get all the way out to the car. She can't find her keys. So I'm looking in the grass, and she said, I don't think I dropped them. She said, I think I might have thrown them in my bag. So she starts emptying out her bag on the roof of her car. We can't find them. And of course, it's blistering hot. So back in the house, so we could really dump out the bag. I mean, I had come back in, checked the house, checked the room she was in, no keys. So we dumped out the whole bag, and here they had fallen. They're heavy. So they fell and went down into the crack of the tote bag. And back out to the car. So we finally got her going. Now I want to be careful here because I didn't bring in my protective sheet in far enough. I just want to see where this is dry, if this is going to be dark enough. I think I want it a little darker, so maybe I'll do a second coat of a darker brown. I think I have a darker brown. I should get that bigger brush, girls. So we're not here a month of Sundays doing this background painting. Now, once I get this painted in, I'm going to put it off to the side to dry, and then I'm going to start thinking about my bugs. I'm going to start stamping and cutting. And then as I was gathering my supplies, I thought, oh, well, it might be fun to use some embossing powders. And I know I bought some glazes. And I remember working a little bit with them and doing butterflies. I watched Tim Holtz do a live video, and he was making butterflies and hearts, and he was putting the glaze on them, and they were really turning out, kind of cool. So I thought, oh yeah, gesso's a good idea. Yeah. So we'll just see. And then the stencils that I just got, there were 2 in the package. The one I really like. So I was thinking that might look not like a honeycomb, but kind of more round. I thought that might look good in the background here. I really want this a lot darker. I don't want it black though. Isn't it funny how some of us, and probably most of us, when you look at something, you see how you want it kind of in your mind, maybe certain colors or whatever. At least that's how it is for me. And then sometimes I'm just blank, just blank. Now that dark black plum, I wonder how that would look if I put that in with some brown. What's this here? Burnt umber. That looks kind of dark. Let's see. I'm not up on these colors. Timmy was out there hawking his Halloween stuff. Didn't watch it because if I do, I need to have. Amen, sister. Yeah, let's give this a go. This is a folk art burnt umber. Hopefully it's not too translucent. And then since I have this on the bottom, maybe I'll be okay. Let's give it a little dry. I got a couple of spots where I got a little heavy-handed. I was lurking at Anne's this morning, and I did see her doing some of those bug pages in that book she's been working on, but I didn't realize she used a torn piece of, oh, this is really juicy. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, maybe. Torn pieces of Post-it note. And I might need to try some of that. That really, her book really, it's the book she's altering that's a paperback. Really looks cool. Kind of fudging this here. Shannon loves Halloween. I really don't like to do holiday crafting. I like Christmas crafting. I like the red and the green. I like the sparkle and the gold. I like the twinkle. But not being in a co-op anymore and not having a place to sell that kind of stuff, I think I might, move away from that a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. People like my light bulbs, so there might be opportunity for me to sell just my light bulbs. And of course, they're seasonal for me, so. This, I'm not doing this real smooth. I mean, there's no bubbles, but I do have some brush marks kind of making little divots, almost looks like little tunnels, which could work. Trying to move this along here. Okay, that might be okay if I do this and just leave it this way. It doesn't, it can have some personality. I'm going to let it have some personality. Okay, what's happening here? Shannon sells Christmas cards. Oh, Kathy, that's wonderful. Wish we would get some. My cousin wanted to take us out to dinner. We went out Friday evening, and when we were coming back, we could see in the distance, headed towards our home, that it was really coming down quite hard. And then we started to see puddles. It's like we were at the line where it stopped and started. So it was really coming down, and we thought, oh, this is great, We get to our house, bone dry, there had not been a drop of rain. Everything was just as we had left it, and we never did get the rain. It's like we're in a dead zone. My mom said when she was younger, she was about 16 years old. She grew up in Philadelphia. And she said she remembered one time where it was raining on one side of the street and not the other. I mean, we saw strikes of lightning coming home the other night. Nothing. No rain. Not a drop. And it's been in the forecast, but we haven't gotten it yet. So we could use a good soak for sure. Getting dark. I worked with a guy who liked to follow rainstorms and the radar. I found that all really interesting. I've got kind of a paint scab here. All right, so I'm going to let this dry. And now we're going to get buggy. What's going to get buggy? I was, Ange. I was. I was kind of half listening and kind of half asleep. And then Posh came in and I was able to say, you know, hi, Posh. All right, let's see. So the first thing I want to do, this is not going to look good on the, if I leave that book there, I wonder if that will help. I need to get out my stamps. So these are new to me. Just got them the other day and I was using them a little bit. So what I'm thinking is I stamp the bugs and then I put the framelit on top and run it through my machine and you know, cross your fingers and hope it cuts the way you want it to cut. But I haven't tried it, so I'm going to go with these first. Let's try these first. So I need something to ink, and I'm going to just use I'm going to try my Timber Brown Stays On. If that's not juicy enough, I will adjust and get a different color. And my cuddle bug is only so big, you know, 6 inches. So I've got to trim this file folder. So I want it to be about 6. See, this is a, you know, damaged file folder. It's got a little bit missing. I was so busy with company yesterday. My sister Jackie kept saying to me, Lori, I want you to look at your nails. I want you to look at your nails, because I had ordered some more dashes and I wasn't quite catching on because we had so many people. The grandchildren, you know, play this with me, Alma. Can we do this, Alma? Can we do that? You know, that kind of stuff. So trying to be there for everybody. I forgot I had ordered my granddaughter some nail dashes that are for, you know, smaller hands and little people. And I had gotten her ones that have unicorns on it. Her mom said, her daughter said she could have them and wear them. I totally forgot. So it's going to have to wait till next time. Let's see. So Kathy says it's supposed to rain for the next hour. Then partly cloudy. It can soak in for the crops. Yeah, it's nice when it doesn't come down too hard and it soaks in. Oh, there are. I've never really looked at any other kind of video on YouTube other than, well, any video anywhere. I'm like, got a one-track mind. One-track mind. You can ask anybody that knows me. It's a personality flaw. All right, so let's get stamping. So I'm just pulling these off. I'm going to stamping them one at a time. Like I said, they haven't been used before. Oh, he's cool. He's really cool. My husband's aunt recently passed away. We lost his uncle maybe a month before her. And he was 98, she was 99. And so my husband's cousin, went to collect her things and clean out her room. There were so many roaches in her room, in her drawers, in the closets. They didn't take anything. We're horrified to find she was living in that. Okay, Shannon. Have a good day. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I know, right, Gail? Just thank God her vision wasn't so great. I mean, and this is not a state facility, okay? This was they were well off. Their son does very well for himself. They always had a beautiful home, and they went to a nice facility. Awful. Just awful. Who would ever think to look in her drawers, I mean, they had the aides and all that would come in and dress them and bathe, help them get showers and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. It's just disheartening when you find out something like that. No, it wasn't in a private home. They were in a facility. They had a little apartment, and then when they got to, my husband's cousin, his daughter is a lawyer. Her husband's a lawyer, so they're taking care of it. They're gonna file a complaint, and it was just awful. They were paying big money to stay there. When they moved them over to the what do they call it? When you need care. They had an apartment at this place, but they purchased there, number one, because it was one of the upscale ones in their area. Number two, because once they needed care, they could move to the other portion and be cared for, with round-the-clock nursing and that stuff. And, oh my gosh, the food was terrible. The care was terrible. I'm going to try to see. These are inking pretty good, so I'm not going to ink off on that one. Oh, here's an ant. Ant. Did-ant. 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 We saw that with some people at the... Really? They getting their luggage? Oh, Gail. I mean, when we would go visit, we never saw any evidence of them. Jeff never saw any evidence of them until they went to move out his mom's stuff. She was not a smoker, but she had really trouble breathing at the end. And it got the best of her. She was trying to make it. She would have been 100 in October, and she was trying to make it to 100. this works the way I want it to. I don't know. We shall see. I'm just going to do one of everything here to start, and then I'll fill in with maybe the ones I like better. And then I've got those other. Oh, I'm on the edge of my Elvis mat here. Angie lives across the street from assisted living. That's the word I was trying to think of, Ange. Thanks. The people ask for seconds from the food, and they tell them no, and they carry it out and take. Oh my goodness. My nephew, when he first got old enough to have a job, he got a job at a different assisted living facility near their home, and he worked in the dining room. And one lady asked him for dessert. He asked her what she would like, and she said she would like to have rice pudding without the rice. We thought that was cute. We laughed about that for a while. It's like, Mom, I didn't know what she meant. Well, she probably didn't know what she meant either. All right, now let's see. Somewhere I have there's my cuddle bug. Now let me get my thinlets for this. I keep calling them thinlets, but I don't think they are. I think they're actually called framelets. Now I bought these magic mats. I'm not sure I know how to use those. So we're going to see. Oh goodness, let's just put the whole tray up here. I got this stuffed with stuff. I've got all my plates. Tell me I don't know where I put my. I'm just going to really be beside myself if I don't remember where I put my. I found them. Goodness me. All right, I might need these plates. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see here. All right, so let's open up the cuddle bug. Most of you know how this. Yeah, it sounds like Ange. Well, we're pretty sure my aunt, she was fine. She fell out of her wheelchair, and they never took her to have her checked. And, or maybe they did have her checked, and she was fine. So then she died of internal bleeding. So my cousin doesn't know. She doesn't know if they were abusing her. You know, you got to be right in their faces. Good for you, Gail. That's what I'm saying. That's what you have to do. Yeah. I have a friend who had the same situation, and she said they were in there all the time, and just to make sure that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. All right, so I'm going to need my big board. And then do I just put one of these on the bottom? I'm going to see, because see, these are really thin. And the one on the top? Or maybe just one? I don't know. Let's see. They kept saying things like, we can't tie them into their wheelchairs against policy. Yeah, but I think my cousin said that they did take her to the hospital, now that I'm thinking about it, and everything seemed fine, but then she died of internal bleeding. So, I mean, was somebody hitting her? You know, we don't know. And my cousin wanted an autopsy, but they didn't ask. And they had her cremated before my cousin had any say. They didn't ask her. Okay, so now I've got to match the bug. I know, right, Gil? We don't know. There's no way. There was no way to find out. Okay, so I probably went down a little too far. Now I've got to match the bug and get the right side down so it cuts. So I did this, wrong. Let's put these over here. That looks like that might be that guy. This kind of looks like a frog. I mean, I'm assuming this is how you're supposed to do it, that you're supposed to stamp first and then cut. This is the fat little beetle, or ladybug. This is the guy with the big wings. This one? And this is this guy. And this guy, some of them are easy to tell. Isn't that lovely? And this guy looks like a fairy to me. And I think him goes there. Yeah, I don't either, Ange. But there is evil in the world. That's all I can say. This guy goes down here. Now, the thing of it is, once I run this through, if I don't have them right, they're going to be all messed up if I don't. And I don't want to, well, we'll see. Did you ever go to cut something with your die cutter and you got the die the wrong way and you've got the cut edge up? And, you do all this work and then it doesn't cut anything because you had it backwards? All right. Does anybody know how these magic mats work? I'm going to try this first. This is my B plate. I have a C. I might need my C plate. I put the magic mat on the bottom. Maybe I should do what I know first. Let me do a B plate on the bottom. And then a C plate on top. My grandchildren were playing with this little fella in the pool yesterday. And he was getting up on the side of the pool and kind of rolling into the pool and then kind of half jumping in. And of course, my granddaughter wanted to do that. And I said, I don't think you're allowed to do that. And I don't want you to do that. And this little fella said, you're not allowed to do it? I said, I don't think so. And he said, well, we just do it till we get caught. I said, well, that's a poor attitude. That's a poor attitude. Okay. He was like, I don't know, 6. Oh, let's see. Not going. It's not going. I think plate C is too thick. And And I have a metal plate too. I know, right? 6 years old. I don't think he came up with that on his own. I didn't pull out my metal plate. I might have to do that with so many little pieces. Yeah, see now that's not, I don't have enough pressure for that to cut. Yeah. And I think this might be too thick. Let's see. Can you tell I haven't done this in a while? This might be too thick. Oh, maybe not. All right, I need something that I can use as a shim. Where's my box of plates? I've got some metal one out. I should have got out my Gemini. It's electric. I could have just plugged it in and run them through. All right, here's the metal plate, but let's just... Oh, it seemed to pass by. No rain. Oh boy. Do you need rain, Gil? Or have you had some? We really need it. Well, that's true about some kids, Barbara. I know, but my grandkids are really bright. They know exactly what that means. I don't know, girls, if it cut through. I don't think it did. No, not quite. All right, let's see. I think I dropped a bug. Yep, I don't want to roll over him. Ah! Bug down, bug down. Okay, am I driving this crazy? Sorry. I want to pick them up before I wheel over them with the chair. I'll be very upset if I bent my bugs. I don't see the other one. Oh no. Oh, there he is. I got him. I got him. I can use some paper as a shim. I've also got little oh, I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? Like little I don't know what they are. It's too small. Like silicone mats that can act like a, act like a shim. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. Well, I won't be cutting out 100,000 bugs, I'll tell you that. At least not online. All right, let me do this. Let me start and just do a couple at the top. I mean, that's where the blade part is. I just didn't have enough pressure. Some of them just look so cool. If I get started and get a couple going, then I can, work on this maybe this afternoon. He's down too far. Let's see. Let's get this guy. And let's get this big one. He looks like he's got muscles. And all right, let's make do with that for right now. I'm going to put on my, I don't know if that helps to keep them where they should be. And I'm going to put that, it's not quite wide enough. Because you have to have even pressure, do you not? So that they all have the same amount of pressure. This is a Dagwood sandwich. Piece of cardboard. See, then it's not catching. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. If this doesn't work, I might get out the Gemini. Hi, Kathy Whitney. Okay, that feels like it might have. We got the click. Sometimes the rain evaporates before it hits the ground. Well, that didn't work as far as... I think we got liftoff. Let's see. Oh, no. We still didn't cut. I should be able to cut through cardstock, should I not? All right, I'm not going to fuss around with this anymore. My Gemini is right here. I'm going to see if I can get my cord, plug that in. That'll take a few minutes rather than messing around with. Let me just get... Oh, this is the magnet. I think that's the magnet board. Let's see if I can get this to work. My Gemini boards are so bent and so bowed. I did what they said when I got it. And I've tried to buy the replacement ones, and every time I order one, I order the wrong boards. I can't seem to get it together. Let's see. It's going to be noisy, though. That's the other issue. But I'll just do a couple moves. The one with the funky thing. Here we go. hopefully my cord's long enough to reach my outlet. See, Lori should have practiced this before she decided to do this. All right, let's turn it on. We got liftoff. Okay. Now I have got a ton of stuff here. This is really thin. Okay, this is really bowed, but we're going to see if I can make it work. If I can just cut out all these bugs, and then we can decorate. Okay. So this is a magnetic sheet, not the silver one. So I put that down, and then we're back to matchy. Oh yeah, he clings right to that. Excellent. Nope. Right there. This is like a little puzzle. And I just want to make sure I've got... I don't think that's him. Maybe it is. Yeah. No, it is. Oh, it's this guy down here. Ah, slippery. Slippery when wet. And this goes this way. And that way. Thanks, guys, for having patience and putting up with my nonsense. This guy's really cute. Don't you think he looks like a fairy? Like a little nymph? A little nymph? I think that's my game is telling me it's time to play. All right, another bugaboo down there. This guy goes up here. And my aunt. Didn't. All right. Let's see if we... I don't know if I really need this extra shim, but I'm going to put it... Look I lost one. Where'd he go? They're hopping. Hi, Judy. They're hipping and a hopping. Beeping and a bopping. I'm going to try my bowed plate. And we're off. I didn't hit the stop button soon enough. I was going to have it come back. It's not cut through. Come on, guys. Let's see. Let's add another. I'm going to add another board. And if this doesn't work, I guess I'm going to have to use paper. I really wanted something heavier than just paper. I mean, a file folder is not that. That's too thick. I apologize. I should have done this off camera. This is a thinner shim. Let's try this one. Come on, hurry up. This is an epic fail. Okay, be quiet. They make it look so easy on TV when they're selling these things. Ah. See if I can get all of this through. Then I gotta stamp all over again. Stamp all over again. Wow, that's really stinky. Look. Well, I guess I'm going to be a fussy cutting. Let's just do a couple. I don't want to hold this up any longer. All right, where can I put my bugs where they're not going to? I don't want to lose my little die cuts in case I decide to return them. And I mean, some of this stuff you're supposed to be able to cut thin pieces of wood. Here's the thought, Gail says. They wouldn't be just impression plates and not dies. I don't know. It says, let's just see. It says, oh no, that's the wrong package. Let me get the right package. Framelets. I don't even know if it says, Gail. It says you can use your big shot, your vagabond. I mean, it looks like they should cut out to me. Here's Eileen. Eileen, I need you. I need you. I thought these were framelets, were things that you cut. So I've been running them through the machine. I've got a piece of file folder, which I stamped. It was a double pack. It came with the stamps, and then it came with the framelit. And I thought die. I thought they were dies. They've got the little holes, you know, to punch out. You know, like the little pokey holes to punch out. She cuts them all the time, see? Yes, I had the flat side up and the part with the little ridge down. It partially cut. See, they partially cut, but I can't get the whole thing to cut. And it's just a regular little thin skinny file folder. I can't seem to get enough pressure. Yes, I have the cutting blades down. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's a file folder, Gail. Just a single. Try it the other way. This side is flat. There's nothing to cut. There's nothing that would cut through. This is the part I had down on the file folder. That's got the little ridge. See? My plates are bowed, and I couldn't get my crank one. I couldn't get enough. Yeah, I did have 2 shims in there. I wonder if I can use, does anybody know how to use these magic mats? I have no idea. I saw them and they said they're great. Ah, another bug on the floor. Dagnabbit. Shall I give it one more go? I don't want to run over my bug. Oh, good grief. Hold, please. I just dropped another bug. If I run over the bug with my chair, I am going to be so ticked off. Super ticked. My carpet looks just like the stinking bugs. I know I just dropped one. I don't want to roll over it. Oh, good night. I need a moment. I have a magnet here. I'm going to see if I can grab it and find it. Usually I don't have this much trouble doing stuff. But you know what? I purchased, oh, there he is. I purchased a couple of his 3D folders. And man, I have a heck of a time getting those to give me a good impression. Even running those through a machine. If I use anything heavier than copy paper, and it should be able to take scrapbooking paper. Well, I was using my, yeah, I would think I wouldn't have a problem either. I was using my Cuttlebug, and now I've switched to my Gemini Junior. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the magic mat. I'm going to put my stamped images down again. I'm only going to put a couple on. This guy's almost cut out. I'm going to try to cut this guy in the middle. That's wrong. Flat side up. No, it's not sticking. Oh, I've got, that's a shim. That's not the magnet thing. What the hell did I do with mine? It's over here. Magnetic mat. Oh, these bugs are so freaking slippery. Got another one that just went down. I think I'm going to need a little bit more than a diet soda. And I don't drink. All right, let's get one of these He's way down there. That guy's there. Okay, so he's sticking down. Flat side up. I feel like laying sod. Green side up, green side up. Let's just do a couple. They're very cute. The election on does cut good. I had one and got rid of it. Lori, tape the dies on the paper, turn it upside down, and run it through your machine. Okay, will do. I did run it through upside down once. They're also freaking cute. All right, flat side up. Flat side up. This is that guy. That guy. That guy. All right, where's my... Okay, so now I'm going to grab some... Of course, I put everything away to get ready for the stream. Let me grab some washi. Oh, no, I have some in my bin here. Wait a minute. Let me get a few pieces of this. All right, so... Now I've got a magnetic sheet under there too, Eileen, so they should stay put, but let's state the tape and the dies on the paper, turn it up, say the Gemini, okay. By the time I get done this, they're going to be so freaking awesome. Of course, I'm going to need, to me, admitted, and have art therapy. No, stupid tape's not sticking. All right. Okay, so I wonder if I can get my other plates. All right, so now let me put, see, my Gemini plates are so food. I'm trying to get flat ones. And this is from another company. All right, turn the machine on, Lori. I'm flipping it upside down. Let's see if I can get it to go through. No. They're not grabbing. Okay. I'm going to have to go with the boat. Put the shim on top also. Okay. Shimmy, shimmy, go, go, pop. Shimmy, shimmy, pop, pop, pop. That might be a little too thick. Houston, we have a problem. I had a big shot. I got rid of it because I don't have the arm strength to crank them. This is not going through. Of course, I've got a silicone thing on my... Oh, dear Lord. All right, maybe I need to go back to the... Maybe I need to just stop the stream. Get the electric one. It's awesome. I don't do this that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's another investment. I've got the Gemini, I've got the Cuttlebug, and I've got a Cameo. I don't want to buy another freaking machine. All right, so if I take this off and I take this, all right, give me one moment. One moment, please. I've not ever had this problem with this Gemini, but I do need new plates. I lent it to my neighbor and it came back, you know, a little bowed, and then I couldn't get them to straighten out. And every time I order new plates, it's a different one. I can't figure out what plate I need. All right, so now I've got my Cuttlebug, which is like a big shot, is it not? I got my B plate. I've got my big board. Let me find the dang bugs. Okay, I've got the bugs. They're upside down. The thing of it is, I don't know that I'm going to be able to run it through. Don't know if I'm going to be able to crank it. That's too thick. Let me take... I'm going to retitle this What Not to Do. When you're trying to die cut. Would Judy say? When cranking, I find it easier to think that I'm making old-fashioned ice cream. I'm going to need some old-fashioned ice cream. Okay, see now there's no pressure there. None. So let me add this little shimmy shim here. I can just see them in my head, all decorated. It doesn't help that this dang thing is slipping either. See? I can't get it to go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And you get the little snap. Can you believe how much I'm fighting with this? And I'm going to run it through again. Now they're upside down. Should I flip them? Yes, I do have a C plate. I have the A, I have the B. I have two B's that I'm using right now. But I do have a C. Now let me flip. All right, here's the bugs. They're still not cut through. It's better, but they're not cut through. All right, I'm going to switch to the C plate, Eileen. Uh-oh, lost bug down. Bug down. You get over here, buddy. All right, so I've got A, I've got one B. Let me find my C. Here's my C. I don't think I can do the C and the A. See, I can't do the C and the A together. And the B. I know, right? But it's just a regular file folder. It's not like any mega heavyweight file folder. I thought, oh my gosh, how great would that be? No, I can't get that. It's not going to roll. Okay, let's rearrange. Rearrange. Grab those wheels. Yeah, that's what I have, Eileen. I've got a B, I've got the A, and this is a C. And the bugs, I've got the bugs sitting on a little magnet plate, you know. I can't get it started. I've got my whole, no A, but then I don't have any. See, if I don't have the A in there, it's not going to go, it's too thin. Then there's no pressure. I've got like a 1/2 inch gap. See, it won't go at all. I can just slide it in and out. You see what I'm saying? A B plate and the C plate, no A. Yeah, see, it's too thin. So I've only been doing this an hour and a half. Use the bottom plate, a B plate. Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have, sweetie. Here's my B plate. B on the bottom. Then I've got a shim. I've got my bugs. And I've got the C plate. And it's too thin. I can push it right through. I don't even have to crank it. There's absolutely no pressure. So I need something to cause the thickness, you know, in there. Well, I thought you said use A B plate. I thought you said not the A above. No A. Oh, you mean no? Oh, Eileen, you're going to need a drink. I gotcha. I finally got you. You're saying to me, no, use the A. Oh my goodness. All right, B plate, A plate, bugs, C plate, go. This thing's too freaking long. No shim. No shim. I took the shim out. Well, I have the metal. I have the magnet in. All right, she says take that out too. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to do it as I am told. Anybody asleep yet? I can't feel the... I absolutely cannot get that to go through. It keeps slipping. Oh dear Lord. Poor Lori. Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Oh my goodness, there we go. I've tried every combo, Sandra. Every combo. I couldn't get it to go through with just the A and C. Now I crunched. See, there's not enough pressure there. Does anybody have these magic mats? I know somebody said they're wonderful. I can't get them to freaking work either. Got more money invested in all this crap. This is why I don't use it, I guess. Here, dear Lord, here it comes. See, now it's just pulling the one little thing through. I don't know if they cut. They're still not cut. They're almost cut, but not quite. C, A, B. Have you been listening or have you been laughing, Kathy? Are you about ready to wet your pants? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have bruises on my chest trying to push this through. It's just not grabbing. Oh, what a beautiful day. Listening and sorting fabric. Oh, there we go. See, it's just not grabbing correctly. I'm going backwards. Okay, I need to get my plates sorted. That's it. I'm done. Looks like a cut. Finally. Oh, there's an arm. A bug arm. Don't you rip my paper tape. Bell pokey tool. This guy's not all the way cut. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Could you see if I was Aunt Chippy? Jimmy Kimmel's aunt doing this? Yeah, that would be a good video. Happy dance, happy dance. 2 bugs. The cutting part of these dies is really not very, you know how when you have a cutting die, you can feel the little blade? Can't really feel the blade. They're very little, you know, like you can't really feel, they don't even feel sharp. And I enabled some, oh look, this guy did a slide. He did the electric slide. He got off of his stamp. We're going to use him. He can be the outcast of the family. The tape held really well. This guy's not totally cut out either. Flip it over and stamp it. You know what? I don't even trust myself at this point to be able to stamp the dang thing. Of course, that is tearing the... Oh, we got bugs right here in River City. That one's off a little bit. Okay, so my plan is, so I was going to use a little watercolor and put some color on these. And then do some embossing or some glazing. I know, right, Gail? Hi, Devin. Oh, gosh, Devin, I hope you weren't watching. Oh, my goodness. I tore that baby out. They're really cool looking bugs, girls. And I think if I can do what I want to do with them, they'll really look cool. I really want this guy. I really like this big bug. Let's see if I can kind of get him. Let me see if I can get his, yeah, see his hindquarters are cut. I'm going to lose a limb or two here. He can be a different kind of bug. I can put some paint around him or something to make him look like he's cut out. But I just love him. So let's take him. That guy's not, these guys aren't cut out even a little bit. Where's this one hung up? This one's hung up just a little. This one slipped a little too. My magnet shim didn't work all that great either. No, I can't see that. All right. Deep breath. Deep breath. That's my granddaughter. Deep breath. Deep breath. He needs to take a deep breath. Okay. I hope all my bugs are on. I'm not even going to get to the other bugs because Tanya's coming on. Okay, let's get this stuff out of my way. Thank you, Eileen. Yes, it's a Tim Holtz set. I got the stamps and the framelits. It was a twofer. You got the framelits and then the stamps, which I just used, and I threw them somewhere. I have no idea where I threw them. The stamps are lovely. And I was going to use these and cut out some leaves, which I probably will do on my own. Save the folder I just used. Okay. And then I have these, you know, thinlits, and they've got several different pieces. And, you know, you can pop them up. And my sisters don't seem to get it when I tell them I'm streaming, so I apologize, but I cannot deal with that right now. All right. So here's what I have. I used the folder because I wanted to, I can use the folder as a template for the stamps. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. All right, so I'm not going to get out the big old jazzy thing. Somewhere I pulled out my little collection of you know, when you're live streaming and you have this much trouble, it kind of throws you off your game a little bit. Throws you off your game. At least it does me. And then you feel like you can't think. And I have a little basket that I set somewhere that has all my embossing powders in. And of course now I can't find those either. So when it goes wrong, it all goes wrong. Okay. I just remembered where I put them. So let's get those out. I want to at least try to do one bug. And I don't want them to be the file folder color. So I'm going to use my little set of Inktense watercolors. And I'm just going to grab a small brush and grab a little bit of clean water. I apologize if anyone has had to go, call their therapist while watching this. And I'm just going to start putting on just some color, just so they're not this file folder color. Now this guy, he's the one that didn't get cut out real well. Now I'm doing all this because I colored out a page in my Abandoned Civilizations book, and I wanted to put bugs all over. Oh, Gail. You know what? I used to try to do that with my neighbor, and oh, sometimes that was so frustrating. All right, let me get some of this little wild green color. Let's make this guy green. They're probably not going to stay these colors because I'm going to put some glaze. Of course, I don't remember how to use my glaze either. No, I don't want that color. I think that's black. I don't want black. I want something a little lighter for these wings. This little guy, I think he moved. I don't think he, the one that I think looks like a little nymph or a fairy, I don't think he cut out correctly because I think he shimmied. I think he shimmied, but I don't think he popped. Let's put a little bit of, thank you, Judy. That's very sweet. A cool idea. A cool idea just doesn't work, kids. Hey. What's the matter, you? Hey, what's the matter, me? Hey. I should have tried. But, the last time I used my cutting machine, it worked, So, I don't know. Make this guy a kind of a red-brown. Let's give him a red-brown body as well. That looks cool. And let's see this guy here. Let's do him let's make him green, like a dark green. He looks like the bouncer of the crew. All right. So, I still have yeah. Let's do a little bit on this guy's wings. And I've got that little mothy looking. Mothy? Let's see. Let's do him blue. You don't have much room on your lap? Is that because you have kitties? Kitties there? Hey, Mitts. Do some blue wings. And then I'll pick up a little green, give them a green body and antennae. All right, now let's see if I can get these to look remotely like I think they should look in my head. In my head. All right. So let me get a piece of, let's do one bug at a time. Let's try the muscle man first. Whoop, sorry dude, just bent your leg. All right, I'm gonna try this. All right, so I've got some embossing powder here, juice, you know, I've got some gold embossing powders, and then I've got some of the distress glazes. Please read my comment above, says Devin. Okay, Devin, let me find my mouser. Let me go back up here. Wait a minute. Too fast, too fast. Trying a snippet and pasting. Hi, Lori. Get any sleep? Mitz, I got a little bit of sleep. Devin said, I meant the idea to add these bugs to your page is a cool idea. You are making this work. Don't be too... Oh, Devin, you are such a sweetie. Thank you. Is that the comment you meant me to see? Oh, first 8 times not had Emerson. Okay, if that was if there's a different comment, Devin, would you let me know? Thank you for your kind words. Thanks, Devin. All right, so I remember watching Tim use these glazes, and they were so cool. And I did do some stuff with some butterflies. And then when I sprinkled on, he throws on all different colors. So then I save that mixture. So in here I have some teal and some rust, and I'm going to put that on this bug. Now some people just use water. I haven't found that to work for me. Oh yeah, Judy, get up and get going. Yeah, aren't these little jars great? I got them at the dollar store because I hate to throw anything out. So when I mixed up these different things, you know, I kept my leftovers. Now, of course, there's not much in here, but of course, that's a different color palette too. Now, I only have a couple of these. I've got Rusty Hinge. I've got Salvaged Patina, which I love that. And this one is the, if Lori can see it, Rustic Wild. Oh, Rustic Wilderness. And then I've got the Flamingo and the Speckled Egg. Now, I don't want to rub this all over, I don't think, right? Because I want to be able to put different colors. But this is a sponge. I do have pencils somewhere, embossing pencils, but it would have been really brilliant if Lori put the embossing markers in with her embossing powders. Would that not have been an excellent idea? But she didn't. So maybe for the first one, let's give it a go. You've never mixed yours yet. Timmy just throws on different colors. So let's just, you know what I am going to do? Just what I said I'm not going to do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to dab this stuff all over this bugaboo. I can't really, well, he looks a little shiny. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this and just sprinkle it here and there. Then I'm going to take a little bit, because I don't mind if I get some of this green rustic wilderness. I'm just going to do a little pinch there and up on his head. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my rust. Okay, Devin. I'm going to take a little bit of my rust and put in his middle. And hopefully some of that's stuck. Now I'm going to pick up my bug with a pair of tweezers. Hopefully so I don't dismember him, number one. And tap off the excess. Of course, I've got something there I don't think I want. That looks like a piece of fuzz or something. Here come the fuzz. Here come the fuzz. Now I'm going to dump this mixed powder back in my little vessel here. I'm going to use that for some other bugs. I'm going to cap it up. And I'm going to hold him with my, let's see. I'm going to hold him with one of these just in case. Now up here I don't have too much of the powder. So I'm just going to hold his little leg. Now Tim says to do this with, you have a little bit of silicone instead of metal, because if you heat that up, you don't want to burn your fingers. So I'm going to turn on my gun, and we're going to see if we can get it to go. Here it goes. Ooh, he looks cool. He looks cool. I think it dries pretty quickly. I think I've got an extra piece of leg there I can get rid of. Yeah, he's already cooled down. He's just attached right there. He needs a little surgical snip. All right. Can you tell? Cool, right? All right, let's see here. So now I have this little pink bug, like a moth. Mossy. I'm going to dampen the top of my dabber. See, now I understand. Thanks, Eileen. Thanks, girls. Thanks, Judy. These are not made to squeeze very easily because you don't want a lot of it to pour out. But I have a hard time because I can't squeeze it at all because of my arthritis. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to put the flamingo, the kitsch flamingo or whatever he calls it here. And I'm going to put a little bit of the rust down the belly of the butterfly. It's not really a butterfly. I think it's probably a moth. So I'm going to just dab on my... You got to work somewhat quickly because now this stuff I'm sure is not going to dry as quick as, water would or whatever. Because you want to have time to... Oh, look, I haven't even used this one. No, I must have. I just put the thing back. All right. Now I'm wiping my fingers off so I don't get any of that in my Well, I have some regular clear embossing powder. This here is clear. Let me shake a little of that on. Here, there, and everywhere. See if that sticks. Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you. And let me pick up my bug. Try to do the Timmy tap. Now I'm going to throw this back into my little jar where I have my kitsch and a little bit of rust. I kind of keep those colors together. Put my cap on. I don't think my fingers are going to burn, so I'm going to grab this. I think I like using my tweezers better than that clip. So let's see. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Nothing was on. See if I can find. There we go. It looks kind of cool. All right. And they dry pretty quick once you get the heat off of them. All right, so let's see. I had a blue. Let's do. Come over here, little buddy. So on this one, I'm going to put the. I'm going to use the salvaged patina on his wings, and then I'm going to use the. Oh, maybe I won't. Maybe I have this speckled egg. Let me do the speckled egg on his wings, and then I'll do the. Thank you, Tanya. I hope I'm saying your name right. It looks like it would be Tanya to me. Salvaged patina on his body. Let's try that. All right. So maybe what I ought to do is uncap first before I put the juicy stuff on. I should put those bugs under something light so you can see them better. The ones that I already did. And then I've got to see, I'm just about at the end of my time. So then once I get, okay, look above. I keep losing my mouse. I miss. Judy Iridescent. Hi, everyone. Judy O and Tanya. So Sandra is saying Yanya? Yanya? I'm saying it right. Okay, thanks, Eileen. Jeez, I'm like so off my game. Thank you, Tanya. All right, so I'm uncapping, so I don't have to uncap while I am having my embossing solution, dry. All right, so this little fella, when I'm doing the speckled egg on his wings. Now, if you had the marker or if you had where you could put this on a brush, then you could do your areas separate instead of, you know, grouping it up all at once. I'll put a little over there, a little over here. And where's that clear? Let's do a little. Because the thing with the opaque, with the and just regular embossing powders, if I have it correctly, is that they're opaque. Where the yeah, that's what I have here, Eileen. Small jar to put in the excess glaze. Yes, yes, ma'am. Right. Because that really looks cool when you once you have a little combo. Tanya says it's 5:42. Oh, she's in New Zealand. New Zealand. All right, Kathy, have a great day. I know, me too, Dev. But I saw Ann Lar doing her bug thing. I need something to tap this with. And then I bought the stamps and these framelits. I have the other bugs. I'll have to work on that. Those other bugs by myself. And then when I find my, I know my embossing pens are here somewhere because I remember putting them in one of my tubs right here by my desk. But I'm going to put them in my little container here where I have all my embossing and glazing powders, which makes a lot more sense, does it not? All right, so I'm going to heat up this bug and then I'm going to bring out my book and we're going to see how they look. I'm knocking some of that off. All right, here we go. Here we go. It turned out cute too. Heat up the bug sounds funny. Better than one of the zappers. I'm going to heat up that bug. I think I want to try one, not now because I don't have the time, with a little bit of gold or silver on them, you know, here or there. Maybe on their legs or down their back. What was UT, Eileen? Thanks, Devin. Oh, thanks, Tanya. So what I had planned, if all had gone well and I had been able to cut out my bugs with my machine, you know, like you should be able to cut it out, I was going to use some eco-printed paper that I did, cut out some bugs, and I thought they might look cool. And then I was going to use some of this paper I had gotten at a really woolen sheep fair. I thought some bugs might look really cool cut out of that. But of course, I didn't get to any of that. Devin, these are the bugs. These are the bug stamps. Okay, UT is an ultra thick embossing. Oh, enamel. Oh. Sandra has a bunch. Sandra. Sandra, how you feeling there, girl? Been praying for you. So these are really stamps, really nice stamps, and they're cute and they stamp really nicely. Okay, so I started out by working in an not well, it is an altered book, I guess you could say, of sorts. My abandoned civilizations, and Tanya McGuire will have to forgive me for being on a little longer than I had planned to be. And so what I wanted to do was hopefully not knock over my water. So this is my page, and I kind of painted out on the left-hand side to make this hopefully look pretty much like the same. It doesn't look exactly, but it doesn't look bad for my first try. You're feeling well? Oh, that's great. And I did dark brown here because I just wanted it to kind of look like a bug cove, you know, like a little hole in the ground, if you will. Let me see if I can tip this up just a little bit. And then what I had planned to do was just quickly take, of course, everything I pick up is not what I want. So I thought bugs might carry different things into their little area. So I was going to use little pieces of fabric here and there, put those down. I got this new stencil that I really like, so I wanted to put some of this to kind of make it look not really like a honeycomb, but yeah, kind of really a little, maybe not so much, but. And I'm just trying to see. I hadn't thought about. I wanted something light. I wonder if this old paper will show up. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. It's kind of on the subtle side. Mommy amazing. Maybe I should use a little black. See if this soot does anything for me. Well, you kind of see it a little bit. It's kind of glary for you. But see, I was going to mess around with that up here in this, you know, what was the sky area of the original picture. I don't want to lose my bugs. I only got 3 bugs. Yeah, the movie Mummy. My husband likes that one. So that's what I was going to plan to put across here. And then I was just going to start putting in bugs. And I wanted those 3 deers that I have, you know, and just really load the pages with bugs. But I had such a hard time cutting them out. I've got to really figure out my, oh, so they had a special pot that you could melt the UT in? Cool. I would have bet money that Eileen had the pot. Lori, will you please put away those dies? And then I was thinking some of these leaves might look good, you know, around the bottom with some bugs coming out of them. So that's the plan for my page, which I didn't get to. I didn't think I would finish it, of course, but I didn't think I would have such a hard time with the bugs either. So, no, I'm not going to lose them, Eileen. I'm going to gather them up. I got a little magnet here, and I'm going to scoop them up, and I'm going to figure out. I might just have to, but see the file folder is just so nice, right? Yeah, don't lose your bugs. It could make you buggy. it's just such a nice weight, you know, and I thought it might just be nice rather than using a sheet of, you know, computer paper. So that was the thought. Anywho, all right, I'm going to bug out of here, girls, because I think Tanya McGuire is going to come on. All right, Deb, I'll post it if I ever get it finished. I got to figure out. I don't want to cut out bugs, right? Okay, I just don't. Anywho, I'm going to cut out some of the other ones too. I'm going to get it working. I am. I'm going to make it happen. All right, ladies, I hope to see you around. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see everyone. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Have a great day. Murray is on later this evening. It's Sunday. And Tanya McGuire should be coming on shortly. And is there anyone else that I'm forgetting? I don't know if anybody else is on regular on Sundays. The regular gals, I think, were done earlier this morning. So I'll see you all soon. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye. Xander, you're on? Okay, Xander's on. What, around 4 or so? Xander, do you come on, baby? Keep an eye out for Xander, girls. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.